let's get back to it. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, 9, 10. Okay, castle. 11. What the heck? Is that a cloud? Or is that the sun? No, that's something else entirely. Sheesh. What the heck? However, before I do that, much like last time, let me actually go ahead and build another quick little fort for glowing ores. Go ahead and make it a two-way. Because why not? 3 up, so I got a little headroom. Very good. These ores glow with this one as well. The luminous dreams. Well, except coal again, I think. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, coal doesn't glow. Again, but that's kind of to be expected. However, what about nether quartz? Oh, nether quartz doesn't glow? It glows with... It glows with freaking the other one. With prismarine. Okay, so that's all the ores that glow with this one. Again, not too bad. Actually, hold on. Let's double it. Oops. I like how glowstone gives off a little light. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go. Castle time. Let's get rid of this first. That's kind of cool. Go ahead and build you right here. Man, you're a wide boy. Let me actually go ahead and just put the rest of them in. 12, 18, 19, 20. I'm actually going to go ahead and drop this one so I have one hand free. Go ahead and get rid of it. Thank you. And an interesting one. I'm just going to keep everything default. Yeah, I still don't get why castles 1 through 10 have this smaller looking castle, while 11 through 20 have like this bigger looking castle. Not sure why that is. It's not like there's any like difference in castle styles. Ooh, big castle. Ooh. And just to make sure I don't accidentally waste the same one twice, I'll get rid of them as I go. Kind of a short one. Ooh. Kind of looks more like a fort than a castle. But pretty cool. Castle 15. Dang, that's a big one. Actually, it kind of looks more like a temple than a castle. Pretty cool, though. Go for it. Another pretty nice courtyard. Miniature plots. Bleep. Hello, cow. Moo moo. Go. Castle 17. Number 17. 2 Krabby Patties and a medium beverage, of course. Alright. Almost done. Then time for a little tour. Yeah, that's good. Bleep. Two more to go. Ooh, wow. He's overly... Nice balcony though, jeez. Now from what I recall, Castle 20 is a bit of an oddball because for some reason it's built at an angle. For some oddball reason, not sure why. Yeah, not entirely sure why this couldn't have been built, you know, straight. Looks cool though. Geez, the lighting for some of these ones are really nice. That's a big one. Okay, starting right here. Let me think. I wonder if I somehow get the angle correctly on Castle 20, I can have 4 of them kind of closing in. Kind of like a diamond shape. I wonder if that's possible. Let me think, would that be possible? Maybe? Be a little tricky to pull off though. Anywho. Nice entryway hall. Not too bad. No, I thought I saw some more staircases over on the other side as well. I feel like you should be able to just walk across there. Yeah, really nice walkway over here. That's pretty cool. I think this is the staircase I saw. Nope. Ooh, it's raining again. I think. No? Where the heck did I see the water then? Oh no, those were stars. Lols. I feel like it rains every like 3 or 4 days in Minecraft. So kind of often, but I don't mind it too much. Nice top level here. Can't really do much on it though. But pretty cool either way. goes higher. Yep, up to one of the main towers. So overall, this castle is pretty cool. Wow, that's dark. Hello, creeper. Alright, castle 12. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nice little rooms off to the side. That's pretty neat. So Space, how goes it? Welcome. How you doing? Zombies in the hall. Yep. Just an average Scooby-Doo episode. Well, gang, looks like we have another mystery on our hands. Like zoinks! No. Okay, so these two towers are pretty much the exact same. Ooh, nice indoor plants. Those are cool. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Oh, there is a way to get up to the tippity top. Ooh, oh, that's a great idea for an arch. Or an arch. Dang. That's a great idea. Doing alright, game for the days. Well, things how are going. That's good to hear. A lot of people watching Super Bowl tonight. Yeah, not really my thing either. I don't really follow sports. Now this castle here almost, at least in terms of how much outside there is to it, kind of reminds me of Amnesia: The Dark Descent when you're scaling the castle to enter that one room because it's locked. That's kind of what this reminds me of a little bit. Dude, I would really like to stream that horror game. But as I said, YouTube is just too overly sensitive about rated M material. It's freaking stupid. Yeah, pretty cool. Jeez. Won't be pretty if you fell off of this. Understand? Gotta protect. That's the thing, though. Like, I understand that, but they don't have to make it so that, you know, it's completely, like, restricted or anything. They should just make it mandatory so that there's a message saying, you know, warning for mature audiences only or whatever beforehand. Then if some kids want to continue watching anyway, then it's kind of on them at that point. Jeez. They shouldn't just flat out demonetize the stuff. Whoop. This one's more like a little fortress, which is pretty cool. Ooh, red carpet. Nice outside area, though. Jeez. Holy heck. This is mobs galore up here. It goes higher. I literally cannot see a thing. Dang. Big ol' attic area, which is pretty cool. but definitely need some lighting, because holy heck, you're gonna get mobs spawning up there by the dozens. Whoop! Yeah, it's just something anyway. Oh boy. Ooh, onto this one. I'm gonna hold on to this lantern just in case I need to place it down again. Whoa. I like the entryway right out the gate. That's cool looking. Kind of looks like Luigi's Mansion, kind of. Where you have the two staircases going up to an upper level. Which is also kind of what Korean Mansion did in All Stars Racing Transformed. And yeah, technically Pumpkin Mansion did the same thing, but in the most recent Sonic game. So I guess that's pretty much standard for like a mansion-esque kind of room. You got like the grand hall, and then you got two staircases. And yes, this time around I am using the Luminous Dreams add-on instead of Prisma Visuals. Again, I really do prefer the lighting of Luminous Dreams, but there's a few things I like better about Prisma Visuals that kind of makes me prefer that one over this one. Well, here at Speed Stream today, we talked about the possibility of Luigi's Mansion 4. Came up with the idea of Luigi on a haunted cruise with Daisy. Ooh, that'd be cool. Unfortunately, we all know that'd be a Switch 2 exclusive, which I don't plan on getting a Switch 2 anytime soon until Nintendo knocks their BS off. Alright, so... Anyway, here we go. Oh, you think you'd be able to enter those towers from here. Nice courtyard, though. Not too bad. Let's take a look inside. Okay, that's pretty cool. That partner showcase was just fine in your opinion. Nothing exciting. Bunch of ports and game key cards. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even bother watching it because I'm not going to waste my time on stuff that I don't give two flying fucks about. Thing was a port of a 10-year-old game, then yeah. Weekending. Yeah, one last thing. Another milked product coming your way. Seriously, Nintendo Directs nowadays are just the most boring gaming directs ever. Like, I literally just don't care. Sorry, but there's nothing exciting going on with the Switch 2, like, at all. Like, at freaking all, there isn't. Okay, this is a nice little balcony. Huh. Showed Yoshi eating Kamek. I saw that clip as well, yeah. We at least have the Mario movie to look forward to, the Galaxy one. And then I think sometime early, or sometime in the middle of next year, we have the Sonic 4 movie. Which I am really excited for. Ooh, this is a nice little walkway. Hurry. Enter the middle tower. What do we got? Not sure what this is supposed to be, but pretty cool. Kirby, how goes it? Officially a year older today. Well, happy birthday to ya. Hope you have a fantastic birthday today. You are welcome. Oh, walkway. Cool. Okay. I could use a staircase right here, but whatever works. Maybe a slab would look better given the diameter. The Zelda movie sometime in 2027, which I'm also looking forward to. Really curious to see how they're going to make a Zelda movie. Because typically Link is a silent protagonist, but you know, typically Mario kind of is as well, with the exception of his, like, yahoos. But they got a voice actor for Mario. I'm sure they'll find one for Link and Zelda and Ganondorf. You know what? If they're going to make one, I'll bet it's going to be based off of Ocarina of Time. That's the one that I can see doing really well. Because, yo, that game is freaking phenomenal. Ocarina of Time is one of the best games I've ever played. Hands down. Neighbors, doggos. Makes the most sense for the first movie. It would, honestly. But the Zelda timeline is very convoluted. Which timeline would I consider more convoluted? The FNAF timeline or the Zelda one? I have no idea. Both are pretty all over the place. Sonic CD, since we know Metal Sonic Enemy will appear in it. It's definitely going to be based off of Sonic CD. Though, I wouldn't be surprised if they added a little bit of Sonic Heroes in there. Like, the final battle is Metal Sonic becoming Metal Overlord, and he's got to team up with Super Tails and Knuckles to fight him, which would be pretty cool. So it might be a combination. Kind of like how Sonic 2 was a combination of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic 3. So we might get another combo feature. Ooh, nice room. What other characters I like can I see appearing? I'm probably okay. I'm actually kind of expecting like you know, like a mid-credit scene, or maybe even a post-credit scene of Silver making an appearance. Which would be friggin' cool. If the next Sonic movie is like Sonic 06. Part of me thinks Babylon Rogues are Omega. Yo, I would really like to see the Babylon Rogues in a movie. Yo, the next movie being based off of the first Sonic Rider, or no, Sonic 5, maybe Sonic 6, if they make a 6th movie, being based off of Sonic Riders would be so freaking cool. Though, it's entirely possible that a Rouge will also show up in Sonic 4, because we have Shadow. It's possible for Omega to show up as well. So I'm thinking Sonic 4 might just be a combination of Sonic CD and Sonic Heroes as a result of that. That's pretty cool how this staircase actually continues into the next room. That's pretty neat. Nice touch. Yeah, that's Team Rose in Sonic Heroes. Amy, Cream, and Big. This castle's got a really nice interior, dang. Then if we wanted to, let me see. Yeah, we come from this way. We could either go this way if we wanted to. Or the other way, which is probably more ideal. Up into the next tower. Ooh, where's this go? Dang, this castle's got a really nice structure to it. What the frick? Up we go. And then further up to the top. Dang, that's not a bad layout at all. That's a nice castle. Dang. Ninja Pawn, how goes it? Welcome. How you doing? Oh, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I want to do this right now, because something I forgot to do before ending yesterday's stream was actually show a funny video. So I forgot to do that. Silly me. So while I have it in mind, I'm going to go do that. Right now, you guys are getting a double feature today. Okay, copy a link. Thank you. You guys can get a quick funny video right now, and then, if I don't forget again, at the end of the stream. Now this one is kind of the same one I showed at the end of, last weekend's stream, but it's a better version of it, so whatever. Consider it the HD version. Weren't the lanterns 3D in my head the other day? Oh yeah, that's because I was using Prisma visuals. This time I'm using Luminous Dreams, which is very similar, but the lighting is a little more natural. It doesn't have like that pinkish hue to it. And yes, actually, even with this, these ores still glow, as I mentioned, but just not underwater. Oh, finished the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Nice. I didn't think there was an actual ending to it. Okay, we just got done with this castle. $30 homes. Holy heck. Yeah, that's gonna take a hot minute. Yeah, that's the... Look at where we are. Drives off the frickin'... like I'm not dealing with this. Okay, and Castle 20. A bit of an oddball, because it's at an angle, it's diagonal. But still a pretty cool layout overall, actually. Let's take a look-see. Big old indoor bushes. These can be made into fountains if you want. Get a nice reward at the end. Early. I might just have to complete it now. Is this the way we can go? Not the clearest staircase here, but it works. Again, lacks adequate lighting. Guess that's all there is to this room. Anything else? Down, down, down. Nope. Okay. So then we can enter here. I guess this counts as a balcony. Kind of. But if we go over here, we have a nice little walkway. Nice and spacious. To customize your main villagers' homes. And you get Nook miles out of doing so, but only once a day. Ah, I gotcha. That's actually kind of neat. Though I think I'm going to keep my villagers' houses as they are, because they literally design them based off of their personalities. Okay, I guess this is a nice little spot. Really awkward staircase, though. Again, lacks adequate lighting. Here we go. Yeah, overall this layout's pretty nice. I just don't like how it's diagonal, personally. It's a little off-putting. Okay, so that's all 20 castles. I will say this much though, that one of the castles that I showcased in the previous stream, I think it's Castle 4, the one that doesn't have like a actual way of getting up to one of the, that second level. If you just slap some staircases on it, it actually looks kind of nice. Not too bad. Though oddly enough, that particular castle does remind me of the castle from Sonic and the Black Knight, Castle Camelot. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and over here we have my combo castles. This combo was alright. We got another one over here. Just a combination of Castle 1 and 2. Ooh. Actually, one moment. Okay, so it's... Yeah, the blue, quote-unquote, terracotta. It's purple. Okay, so Castle 4. And what was the other castle? Castle 11, I think it was? This one's kind of neat. It's like a nice little village fortress. Yeah, here we go. How does that combo look? Castle 4 with Castle 11. Kind of want to see how this combination looks. Oof. Now I think I'm going to do them front and back instead of side to side. This one stops right here, so... Bloop. But this one I think is much wider. Where the heck is the line out for the frickin'... Here it is. Where'd you go? Okay, so right here... It's not much wider, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need the... have it go this way. Twice, I think. Let me make sure that's correct. Dang it, dude. These outlines really don't like to stay on screen for some reason. What? That needs to be fixed. Okay, so let's do that again. I want to make sure they're lined up evenly. 1, 2. One, 2. Perfect. There we go. Build away. Oh yeah, and one other thing. Be careful about hitting the... changing anything, because if you hit it mid-build, it'll then change what you change it to at the top. So you'll have like 2 different combinations of colors. Which, if you can time correctly, doesn't sound that bad, but just a little thing to be wary of. Build. And yeah, if you press the checkmark arrow in the middle of building, then it'll stop. You won't get the full castle. Gotta be careful. Okay, let's see how this combo looks. Hey, that don't look too bad. That looks pretty solid. How's the side view? Yeah, that's not a bad combo. That's not too bad. They do look pretty good together. It's like a smaller version, then a bigger version. Now for the tricky part. Combining them. Actually, something I can do is get rid of this little section entirely. Looks a little jank, but nothing too awkward. Actually, that don't look too bad. That was pretty... Oh, it's okay. These need to be turned to grass, though. And it's smack dab right in the middle. Nice. Let's see. Not sure if I should build a staircase upwards to that. I could. Actually, I could probably do that. Let me see. I'm just gonna do a few castle combos real quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bonk. Actually, no, we could have kept that staircase there, actually. Place the next one on top of it. No, don't smart connect, just be on the side. Thank you. Now if I build across, I think it needs to go one more upwards. Yeah, it does, but given how we have the edge right here, that's not a problem. There we go. And then I could, oh no, I could totally make that work over here. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Gonna have to get rid of you. And combined. Not quite the safest, but it'll do. Let's go this way. Same thing. Bleep, bleep, and not bleep. Nice. I should probably do the same to this one as well, though. Lombardi! I can effectively turn this into an ASMR stream. Okay, cool. So now we have a way to get to both castles, both on the ground, in the middle, and up top. The castles have effectively been combined. Though, let's go ahead and make a little pathway. Excuse me, sheep. Should I make it a... Actually, yeah, that'd make more sense if it was a 5 lane. Because that way it doesn't actually cover the entire entrance, but it doesn't go too far out. Sheepy! You're in my way. Yeah, that looks fine. And I just gotta add a little sun to make it safer at night to traverse. Yoink. Yeah, I kind of nerd out while I'm doing this. Because I'm a sucker for castles. I really am. Medieval themed stuff. I like it a lot. And this should be centered. Very nice. Bleep. Bleep. Perfect. Should probably do the same here, though. I could instead actually make these. Actually, is there a center for this one right here? Not sure there is. Blood Gaming. How goes it? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the subscription, by the way. Welcome aboard. Hope you like what you see. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Okay, that there is the center, so I'm going to go ahead and plop this down. Looks awesome. Thank you. Actually, this is a castle add-on for Bedrock Edition. I'm just adding to it because that's something you can do. You can customize these castles if you're liking, but there's 20 pre-built ones, so go crazy. It is now safe for night traversal. Maybe do the same right here. These two castles really go well. What the heck? Okay, and that should do it. Yep, and thank you for that. Hope you like what you see. There we go. What's another combo that might look interesting? Ooh, wait, what if I combine these two? They both look like a temple. I mean, technically I kind of already did, but hanging lanterns are a favorite use of them. they do look nice for decor. Really do. You love Minecraft? So do I. It's one of those games I can never really get tired of. Especially when you customize it with add-ons and stuff you're liking. Let's see, which combo would look nice as well? There's this one. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Let's see. This castle here is a big one, but kind of wide open. Ooh, wait a second. Maybe this one, which is castle... what now? Okay, that's 11. This is 12. Now, there's another one that's actually similar to that one as well. Let me combine those two. Yeah, the shadow render distance. What the... You can literally see my shadow here somewhere. There it is. Let me get out of these shadows. Where'd it go? Oh, there it was. It showed up for a split second. Sun's going down. But we're in peaceful mode to showcase some castles, so no need to worry about mobs. Here it is. Castle 19. Let's combine these two, shall we? Got the 2K. It took a hot minute, but I kind of prefer slow growth, if I'm being honest. Let's start right here. It's a nice short little castle. Though, how much wider is this one in comparison? Where's the layout? Where'd he go? Huh? Where'd you go? There you are. Please stay on screen, thank you. Wait, that one is thinner? What the heck? That one's actually, the one up front's actually... Huh, that's interesting. Okay, as long as that's lined up. But there is one thing that really needs to be tweaked about this castle add-on, it's the outlines. I don't know why they pop in and out like that. That's kind of annoying. I'm trying to get an accurate measure down here. Okay, thank you. Can you please stay on the screen? Jeez. What angle do I need to be at here? Why does it disappear like that? Stay on screen. Okay, let me try to see right here. Thank you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to move this down, I think, 3. One, 2, 3. Now let me check. 1, 2, 3. I want these to be lined up perfectly here. Oh my gosh. You, stay right there. Stay. Stay. 1, 2. Holy heck. Yeah, the outlines definitely need to be tweaked up a little bit. Oh no, wait, I had to move it that way 3 times. Jeez. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That should do it? Oh my gosh. Please. Please cooperate with me on this. Okay, so this castle here. Okay, here's the starting point for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder if it's got something to do with the shader pack. Wait, why in the heck is it all the way down here? Okay, let me reset this. If the outlines would stay visible, that would help out a lot. Okay, you. Right here. Now let me measure that distance again real quick. Where's the outline? Thank you. Okay, so right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I gotta move it downwards 3 times this way. 1, 2, 3. Correct? Okay, outline. 1, 2. Outline, please. Thank you. Jeez Louise. 1, 2, 3. That's still not perfectly lined up. And both castles should be an odd number, so... Please stay on the screen. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4? What the frick? So, down this way once? 1, 2... Both castles are not numbered horizontally, so they should be able to line up perfectly here. You want to know what'd be nice? 1, 2... Okay, no, I think I gotta move it downwards this way twice. Okay, so here's the outline to this castle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's try this again. Please. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I should just have to move it down this way 3 times. But how did that one get longer all of a sudden? Maybe it'd been longer. Maybe it's a long boy. Okay, let me place it smack down right here again. What would really help is if the outlines actually remained on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm trying to place down Castle 9, 12, and 19. Is one of them an even number? That shouldn't be the case. Let's try this again. Yeah, 61 blocks. That's an odd number. And 55 blocks. Okay, yeah, they're both odd numbers, so this shouldn't be that hard. What am I doing wrong? Get the heck back in my inventory. What am I doing wrong here? Where am I miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so starting from the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I should just move it down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That should be it. That should be it. 1, 2, 3. Is this outline lying to me or something? How is it? That is not how large it was before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I'm gonna get rid of both of you. Oh, come on, the bucket is not again. Okay, let's try this again. Place you down. Follow the outline. The non-existent outline. Okay, they're lined up on the side. I do not want to see this castle get any wider. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gotta move it down to the left 3 times. I think that's what I was doing wrong. I was going to the right instead of the left. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know my directions, apparently. Okay, now where's the outline? Outline. Is that a wandering trader? Yes, it is. What are you selling? You want me to give you 10 arrows for one block of dirt? Okay, let's see if I did this correctly this time. Sheesh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, jeez. Why was I struggling with that? Holy heck. Market with blocks. That could work, actually. The only problem is if the outline disappears, I'm not gonna know where to actually, put the block, so again, it all just boils down to the frickin' outlines. But we got it. And after this, I'm gonna try making a castle look like a big bad guy castle. That's a tall one. I should have put this one in front. Oh, I totally should have put this one in front. It's got the balcony. What's with my character's head? Oh, jeez. That's that castle, correct? Yes. I should have put this one in front. I'm a stoop. Take 2. This time, now that I actually get the measurements down correctly, they shouldn't take 2,000 years. Though they are backwards this time, so I'm gonna recount just to be sure. No, all I need to do is move this one down 3 times to the left. That's all I need to do. One, 2, 3. Correct? I just want to double check. 1, 2, and 3. Wait a minute, what? Okay, let's move you back 1. There we go. Teehee. Okay, outline, where you be? Thank you. Show yourself. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, got it. I just wanted to double check. There we go. That's how you do it properly. My smooth brain. I'm giving it wrinkles. Okay, this one's all done, and this one's all done. Okay, now we can actually take a look at how this looks. Again, another solid combo. But the question is, can we combine them? Yes, we can. Actually, okay, here's the entryway to this one. Oh yeah, duh. That's gonna look a little awkward, but 1, 2, 3, it's literally just a 3-way, so let's go ahead and remove these. It's behind the table. But there we go. There's this combo. Sometimes there's walls behind the tables, yeah. Yeah, that looks kind of the way it is. I think that looks better. So, do we like this one? Or, okay, not that one. I think this one looks better than the previous one I did. Past this little accident. Little mistake. I mean, this combination does look really, really solid. And we can totally combine these on all 3 levels as well. Absolutely. Gimme. Okay, so actually, let me do the bottom level first. We'll work our way to the top. So for that, I need a shovel. Gimme blue. And lanterns. They connect better this way? Yeah, 100%. Actually, I could just put the lanterns on here. That works. Heck yeah. Okay, now to combine the mid-level. Which is going to be a tiny bit awkward, but absolutely doable. I guess I'm next up. One more level up. Level up! Bleep and bleep. Even if I were to place another one right here, I'm not sure how that would look. You can try it. No. Right here. Very good. That'll do. Though I should put this here and this right here. Yeah, that looks better. Now for the upper level. And I think these upper levels are actually on the same level. Don't need to use a staircase at all. Just build across. They are. They totally are. That's cool. Dang, the way the light shines on these blocks is pretty. Now for the finishing touches. Just gotta make it safe to cross. Hey, wandering trader. How'd you get up there? I don't think you climbed, given your spawn location. Jeez. You're kind of stuck there, ain't you? Your only choice is to fall. That could be close, though. This side has the same problem. I'll fix that real quick. And voila. We have successfully combined 2 mother castles. And this combo looks really solid. A little unorthodox on the sides, but that's awkward. But we can fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even numbers are a little trickier to work with, but doable. Actually, I'm gonna change the order of those. That looks better. Now, the cool thing about this combo is, technically, it does have a courtyard-ish area. Just not quite. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it so. One moment. I'm going to give this place a courtyard. So let's see. I'll just have to get rid of this layer. And this one. And then you got 2 little spots over here. Does that look fine? Yeah, that looks okay. Nothing too jank. I do need to close them off, though. That way we don't get any unwelcome guests. Yeah, I nerd out while doing this. We'll start right here, actually. Excuse me. Nice. Do it again. One, two, three, four, 5. I'm experiencing frame rate issues, but that's quite alright. It's still playable, not like it's unplayable. Okay, I think we just have 2 more locations to close off after this one. I actually kind of want to cover up that staircase. It looks kind of awkward being there like that. Okay, that's closed off by default, as is that. Cool. I'm actually going to go ahead and build upwards again with this. Bleep bleep. And there we go. We have a very solid combo castle. The only thing that's lacking is adequate lighting, but I can do that some other time. This was literally just to showcase this castle add-on. Which, this is a very, very cool add-on. I like it a lot. We can get up to the tippity top, yeah? Yes, we can. Yeah, but this combination right here, this is freaking solid. Me likeys. Even the walls I built actually connect pretty nicely. What the heck? I didn't even intend for it to look like that, but it does. Let me just make sure I built them on the right side here as well. Yep. Okay. We have our little makeshift courtyard now. Still not a huge fan of the little spacing that we have to get to it, though. But okay, I kind of don't want to destroy this whole wall. Nah, I'll keep it as is. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to work. Which it does. Okay, so yeah, there we go. There is the castle add-on, and on the previous stream, I was using Prisma visuals. This stream, I am using Luminous Dreams, which are widely considered to be the two best shaders for Bedrock Edition. Again, there is no like best overall. It's literally down to preference, which is a nice thing about Minecraft. It's down to your personal preference. I would use Luminous Dreams if it actually had some of the stuff that Prisma Visuals does. Like, okay, here's one of the other reasons I prefer Prisma, because each individual biome has its own unique lighting. Not to mention actual, hue. Which makes them look a lot more lively, which is just super freaking cool. Like the Crimson Forest and the Warped Forests in the Nether, they just look gorgeous with the Prisma visuals on. Holy heck. Heck, even something like swamp biomes gain a nice kind of, kind of like swampy, murky, greenish hue to them, and it's really cool looking. So yeah, overall, I definitely prefer Prisma. Not a huge fan of the pinkish hue that it has by default, though. But it's not like it's, super bright pink. It's just enough to be noticeable, but doesn't actually really affect the natural lighting, so it's fine. I don't really mind the animations as well. I do prefer the stiff animations that Minecraft has by default, but I can turn those off. The only problem is the way they made it work with Prisma visuals is a little, I want to say, kind of silly. It's like you have to choose between 3 different resolutions for it, and it doesn't specify what's removed or what isn't. So you'll literally just have to play with him to find out. Which is fine. But I just prefer to keep everything on because, that's what Prisma Visuals has to offer. I paid for it. I want to get the full experience. Yeah, these two don't really connect that well at all. I mean, this connects with the balcony, but that's honestly about it. This over here, though, this actually looks like a full-on castle, which is super cool. You know what? I'm going to take a tour. Let's take a look. Because now we have a way to access it via all 3 levels. Because both castles are actually really, really well designed. All 20 of them are really well designed. The creators of these castles did a phenomenal job. Ooh, you know what? I should combine the towers as well. Again, literally on the same level. So this won't be a problem at all. Huh. You're already losing your alpacas. Here, you want this back? You want this back? Where is your other alpaca? Where is that lead leading to? What the frick? Excuse me. Where? Ah, damn it, llama! Still need the Eva Castle. Oh yes, correctamundo. Come on. You're kind of strangling your alpaca there, buddy. I swear, wandering traders just behave so awkwardly. Oh, but wait, before I do make the Evil Castle, I want to actually combine the 2 towers on these 2 castles first. Wait, is it the same level? Should be. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we gotta make 1 staircase. But that's okay. Actually, for a little change of pace, no. Let's stay consistent with it. Put the staircase up front. Which, this actually technically already is a staircase, so there we go. Problem solved. No. Though I do kind of need to get rid of these now, which is fine. Oh, that's not perfectly centered, but it's centered with that one, so it'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. And just one more time. Thank you for already being a staircase. Okay, get rid of this. It's that side, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, Wandering Trader. Did you find your alpacas? No, they suffocated in the wall. Dang. One, two, and three. There we go. Now we have truly combined the two castles. I think that looks great. I'm impressed. The first Shrek will be 25 years old this year. Aren't they replaying it in theaters as a celebration? They tend to do that with movies nowadays. To celebrate like a particular anniversary, they go ahead and replay it in theaters. First, let's see which castle would look the best for like a typical big bad guy villain castle. Not sure? Not sure about that either. That's what I heard though. Ooh, wait, I think I know just the castle. This one right here. But which castle is that? That is castle... Okay, 11, 12, 13. Castle 13. Let's go ahead and make it look like a big old baddie castle. Okay, so first... nether bricks. Let's try red nether bricks. Admittedly, the lime does make it a little hard to see it. Let's try blackstone. Polished blackstone? Okay, how about crimson? Crimson planks to go with it. Ooh. Oh yeah, even on this texture pack, the vines are animated. But that looks pretty dope, actually. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty dark-sidey. Let's see what we can get for the colors. Magenta. Actually, the red wool looks fine. Wait a minute, what the heck? Did learn something very interesting already. Let me see how this looks with nether brick real quick first. And not enough contrast. Though there is an option down here of resin bricks. Yeah, no. Ooh, actually, hold on, wait. Maybe end stone. Nah. Let's see. Ooh, hold on, wait, maybe deep slate brick instead. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. I want to see the interior. Let me try 2 different color ideas. Let's see how magenta looks. It kind of matches the stripped version of this log. The extra work coming next week will be the last one to feature new scenarios. Starting next season, extra work will be reused in past scenarios. Oh, really? Huh. Kind of awkward, but okay. Like past scenarios. Yeah, not enough contrast. Not enough contrast. Though, yellow? Yeah, nah. We'll just stick with red. Yeah, there we go. We have our big baddie castle. This legit looks like something you would find in the nether, actually. Dang, dude, imagine if nether fortresses were like this instead. That'd be freaking cool. I don't mind the way they are by default, but I think they could use a little bit of a change up. Yeah, this is... Yo, this is cool looking. What the frick? Yeah, the color contrast is great. Looks really nice. I definitely think deep slate was the better option instead of blackstone. Just because it has the default brick texture, but you know it's dark, therefore it works when combined or compared to the other castles as well. So technically, we have our nether castle. This color scheme looks awesome, right? The black and the red, especially with this texture pack. The vines are animated. You can see energy flowing through them. That is cool. But this does give me an idea. Let's try making a castle that you would probably find in the end. I know end cities are a thing, but... It does look like there's lava flowing through them. So, that's energy flowing through those red pipes. This one might suffice for an end castle. I'll keep that one in mind. This one, I think, would be too big. Too small. That one over there is too small. Ooh, maybe this one, actually. Let me quickly take a look down here one more time. So, Castle 8 is definitely up there. Yeah, I don't think there'd be enough contrasty to go with this one. This one I can see working as well, but I want something similar to this one where it has like the pointed, colorful tips. That way we can get a little extra color contrast going on. No, too open. Maybe this one. But what? Okay, 20, 19, 18, 17. I don't know why they're out of work. I'm not sure why that one's diagonal either, but let's see which one we like the best here for an end castle. Let me build it a little further away from our little fortress over here. Duh. Here we go. Build. Okay, end stone. And let's see, what would look good with that? What's the closest thing to... Oh wow, I guess it would be... warped? Ooh. That looks pretty darn cool. That looks oddly Christmassy, what the heck? The top of end cities, they have magenta on them, correct? It's kind of like a purplish pinkish color. Yeah, that's very similar. Let's try this pink. Pink. I think the magenta is closer. Is there anything else though? Actually, purple. Hold on. Let's do purple. Maybe cherry wood? Ooh, actually not a bad idea. We'll go magenta. Cherry wood. Oh, that's right, the actual logs are a little more reddish. Doesn't look too bad, though. Mangrove? No, that's too red. We're looking for something that's kind of on the... Actually, hold on, wait. Cherry planks? I mean, it's pretty close. Ooh, wait. Let's try pale. Not too sure about that one. We're lacking a proper actual killer bamboo? Okay, yeah, nah. Arcacia? No. Didn't I try that already? I'm losing my mind. No, that was mangrove I tried. And we know Crimson isn't gonna work. Let me look at Warped again. Oh, the floor looks pretty cool. Actually, this doesn't look too bad. This looks kind of N-City-ish. Though there's one more I want to try real quick. Jungle. You like the Warped? Yeah, we'll go with Warped. Dang, the glowing vines on the outside are freaking cool. Yeah, Warped looks the best for this particular combo. However, we have one more castle to try out. I think this one might look a little better for an end castle. And I'm going to also like Warped Forest. Actually, yeah, good thinking. I didn't think about that. Good thinking. Okay, so back to Endstone. And then Warped. That's kind of cool looking. And then we use magenta to kind of match the color of the roofs that you would see in end cities. Okay, let's take a lookie. The outside looks pretty solid. This looks really cool. It's like there's a source of energy they have now. That's pretty dope. Inside isn't looking too shabby. Up we go. Yeah, I'd expect to see a structure like this in the end, kind of. It's close enough. That is dope, though. However, I do want to try that one castle real quick. End crystals in the pillars? Oh, wait a minute. Like these ones right here. Just gotta be careful not to make it blow up. Oh, I can't place it. That kind of sucks. Can I place them on top at least? It look kind of... No. Okay, so I guess they require a particular platform. Not sure what that would be, though. Suspicious gravel. Suspicious stew. The glowing ones? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I still can't. That kind of sucks. I guess it's got to be a... What are the things that they stand on? There's like something that they hover above. Not a daylight detector. I'm not sure what it is. Is it in this category? Mud. Or does it have to be above obsidian specifically? Okay, let's try an obsidian block. Which is... should be in this category, right? Skulk. Oh, there we go. Obsidian. Ah, there we go. It does look a little off-putting. The only problem is, if I want to get rid of it, if I misplace it, that won't look too pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a freaking even number. Gosh darn it. Let's do a little spacing. Looks kind of awkward with the desync, but that's not a bad idea. Actually, in the daylight, the magenta looks a little too bright. It's got to be a little darker. So maybe we'll have to go with purple. Actually, that would make sense. Because Enderman eyes glow purple. Oh, inside the 2 towers with the warped stool? Wait, where the heck is that? I haven't fully memorized the layout of these castles yet, or layout. Oh, in here? On top of these? Put the 2 glowing towers in the middle of the warped wood. Oh, no, the towers. Duh. Oh, these right here. Oh, on top of there. Like in the middle on the inside? Yeah, inside the 2 towers. Okay. Let's try it. I can't read. Okay, and crystal. Let's make sure they're smack dab in the middle. Oh, this one's gonna be a little trickier. Ah, crap, the middle would be right here. I guess we could put them on the front. No, they look kind of better in the middle. Actually, let me go ahead and place it there anyway. Yeah, right there. Okay, got it. Actually, if I did punch them, would they blow up? Kind of afraid to find out. I'm in creative mode, so it shouldn't really do anything, but I don't want to blow the towers up. Actually, yeah, that does look pretty darn good. Though we gotta have to change this to purple. Okay, that's not too bad. The end crystal idea was a good idea, though. That looks pretty clean. Though now I do want to try one more castle for an end castle. Okay, not that one. Oh, I should count down. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. It's castle 12. Now we need to find out Sure, that's headed for Sector 12. Actually, let's put the end castle next to the big baddie castle. Yeah, this castle's freaking cool. Yeah, we don't want it intertwining. That will do. And then I have 2 more castle ideas in mind. I'm going to make a sand castle. And then I want to make a castle that you would probably find in underwater. Okay, so in stone. Wart. And then we're gonna have to go with purple. But I don't see where... Yeah, I don't see where the banners would even be with this one. Let's see. I guess this works for an end castle. Guess we better build a wall in case King Pinky over there gets any ideas. I mean, that looks about like something you'd find in the end. That's kind of cool. But now let's try building a castle that looks like you'd find underwater. Lord Farquaad's castle was literally... Wasn't it just like... It had like 2 smaller towers, but it almost does, doesn't it? Then it's just got 1 tall one going up the middle or something. Look, you think it might be compensating for something. Ooh, this one could work for underwater. What else could? Ooh, this one maybe. Given how at the top is kind of open. Let's see. Welcome to Duologue, such a perfect town. That one doesn't look too bad either. Ooh, hold on, wait, no, maybe this one. Yeah, this one. This is Castle 3. And then a sand castle. That's a good candidate. So is this, oddly enough. Actually, ooh, maybe this one for a sand castle. Yeah, I can see a sand castle like this showing up in a desert village. But let's check to make sure what else first. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, that could work as well, actually. Given the simplicity of it. Not too sure about this one. Maybe this one as well. I don't know. I'll give that one a try as well. Why not? Why not indeed? But for now, we shall build a castle that looks like underwater. Jeez. I can see my shadow. Oh, my ankles are broken. Okay, we'll let this one be our underwater castle. So this one's gonna look kind of interesting. Prismarine. Now, what would look... I guess dark oak, considering it's underwater, the oak slabs are going to get soaked. Well, let me take a look how that actually looks. I'm not too sure about that, actually. However, the top... Let's make a cyan. You can hardly see it. Does that look like cyan to you? It'd be nice if they just use wool instead of terracotta. No prismarine bricks? I don't think there are. No. But for some reason, polished tough is here twice. I think one of these were intended to just be normal stone. But yeah, sadly, no prismarine bricks. Though for the wood, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Maybe pale oak? Ooh, that looks a little nicer. There's two more options I want to try out real quick. Where is it? There it is. Jungle. Okay. This could work as well. Actually, ooh. I think the jungle log complements that color kind of nicely. But I also want to try mangrove real quick. I mean, the contrast is nice, but... no, I think the jungle logs were the best. And the top will just keep cyan, even though it clearly isn't cyan. Yeah, I think these... Yeah, I think the jungle logs actually work really well here. Well, here's our underwater castle. A lot of outside traversal. And then we have a super dark basement. Jeez. I can't see a thing. Okay, then we can head down here to see what resides within this tower. Another dark basement. Not really. But yeah, this doesn't look too bad. This is pretty cool. That works rather well. Okay, now for a sand castle. Dude, look in the distance. The freaking... that is cool looking. I wonder if the Crimson does that. I'll find out later. Okay, now for sand. Yeah, I think this would look good for a sand castle. Sand. Sandstone. Jeez, that changed quickly. Now, what plank would go good here? I would choose birch if the logs weren't. Yeah. Acacia? Ooh, that don't look too bad. Ooh. This doesn't look bad, actually. This looks nice. Cow print. I don't know why they don't just use the planks for everything, honestly. Just for the heck of it, let me see what bamboo looks like here. I mean, it looks like cacti, I guess. Looks like I just walked into a bank of some kind. Yeah, the redwood, that was actually really good. Acacia. Yeah, even on the outside, the stripped logs look really nice. Though, I do want to check out one more color real quick. I want to check out the mangrove. That's what I'm currently using. No, not. Yeah, darker. It's darker. We'll do Acacia. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. Now for the top, what would be a good color? We can try yellow, but they don't have the colorful pointed tower, so it kind of doesn't matter. Are there any banners made of wool? No? Okay, so yeah, the wool color doesn't matter in this case. But this overall looks pretty darn solid. And there's our sand castle. Okay, cool. So we made a few more combo castles. We made a big baddie castle. We made a sand castle. We made an end castle, an underwater castle. Yeah, I'm still really impressed with how this one turned out. That's really cool looking. Needs a trap chest and TNT. Oh boy, we're gonna blow it up. I think for an end castle, I think this one looks a little better, personally. This is cool though. I made all of these. Well, no, not really. These are pre-made by the people who made this add-on. But so they built them, but I technically gave them their own color palettes. So yeah. Let's see. Out of all the castles today, yeah, I gotta say the one that we made over here, this one is probably the favorite one that we built today. This one's cool looking. The lighting on it looks really good. It really does. This legit looks like something you'd find in the end. Or, not the end, but the nether. Which is super cool looking. This, however, yeah, I can see this being in the end. That's cool. Then we've got this one. Yeah, this is probably the favorite one, my favorite one that we did today. This one's just really, really clean. 2 castles combined, but they legit look like they're one. I mean, we made them one, but you know what I mean. The way they connect is just perfect. Super solid. Whoop! Okay, but that literally does it for every castle. Now, before I forget, like I did last time, I'm gonna go ahead and send this silly video I found right now. It's a little bit longer, but this is freaking hilarious. At least I find it so. Punch the end crystals. Okay, I guess I'll do that before ending the stream. We gonna go blowy uppy. Okay. Hello, wandering trader. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. Which clip is my favorite? The one where they have Biden send the obsidian to Bikini Bottom. And Patrick's just like, see, it's one of those fire. Someone's like, Patrick, now's not the time for your political opinions. Jeez. Everyone kill the squid. He has various novelty knickknacks. Jeez. They're completely docile unless you mention anywhere that there are trinkets. Am I trinkets? Like, yep. There you go. There's just something so funny about SpongeBob telling Patrick to shut the fuck up. Patrick, shut the fuck up. Now's not the time. Jeez. There's just something so funny about that. B. Okay, but now to blow up the end crystals. If they do blow up, that is. This will cause a chain reaction. Ah, it didn't do that much damage, actually. I was expecting more damage out of that. Okay, where in the heck would this go? Right there. Yeah, these go here. Is that supposed to look like that? No, that's supposed to look like that. Yeah, I don't even know the layout of these, so... So that's the best I can do to rebuild. Want me to blow up the ones in the towers as well, or keep those ones? Jeez. 6 pieces. Blow it all. Okay. Now that did a lot more damage. After this week, we're already halfway through February. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that's right, I'm in creative mode. I get infinite whatever I pick up. Dang, dude. Yeah, those ones did way more. That was... How the heck? There was 4 lined up here. How did... Well, I guess it's because there's a lot of nothing in the middle. But holy heck. What the frick? Ooh, here's a nice back way. Yeah, I think Arcacia was definitely the best wood for this. Yeah, the mangrove coloration works really well there. Whee! But anywho's, I'm gonna go ahead. You think you like the evil castle the best? That is a really cool design. I think the design of the castle combined with the coloration just really completes it. Yeah, definitely looks like some kind of evil fortress. That's really neat. The interior is really nice too with the color contrast with the black and the red. And here is the conference room where they plot their evil schemes. We're gonna go raid the village for all the golden that they have. But gold sucks. No, it doesn't. You can turn them into golden carrots and golden apples. A boss on top in the middle. It's huge. Oh yeah, shulker boxes are a thing. A Voss. I suppose I could. Reinforced. Welcome, Luffy. How goes it? How you doing? Wait, what the heck are these? Frog spawn. That's interesting. Bedrock. Soul sand. Not a lot of blocks here I could use. It does kind of look like a small battle arena, doesn't it? Next month will mark 6 years since New Horizons released. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I still play this game to this day. Doing good? That's good to hear. I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking. Oh, a boss in the middle. What would be a good boss? I guess some kind of piglin brute that rides those hoglins? Be a hoglin jockey. Don't really want it to be a ghast because it'd destroy the place. Or it could be a brand new mob entirely. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. Doo-dee-dee-dee-doo. Dang, that shit. That's odd how I can only see my shadow if it's at an angle at the corner of my eye. The castles alone like that remind you of those Liminal Space Backrooms games. I mean, to a certain degree. Yeah, I can kind of see it. This is kind of liminal spacey, isn't it? This empty, flat world. But then you just have, like, the one little obstacles that are there. It kind of works, yeah. Oof. Okay, so let me think. Alright, so yeah. I think I'll be calling it a stream right here. So next weekend, it'll be Sonic Racing Crossroads again because they're finally releasing II, which is nice. So I'll be streaming the festival next weekend. Then the weekend after that, I'm going to finally get started on a new Minecraft world with all these add-ons and stuff included. Which I'm really excited about. Hope you all are as well. But yeah, then the weekend after that, it's going to be Tangle and Whisper in Sonic Racing Crossroads, so there we go. But yeah, I'm going to call it a stream right here. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you all had fun. Until next time, have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. Take care, everybody.